Hello everybody, this is kuramasgurl018, and this is going to be my thoughts and recap for Fruits Basket 2019, Episode 2. Yeah, this essentially is the aftermath of what happened at the end of the last episode, where Toru found out the family secret, that if they are hugged by a girl, or if their bodies are weak, they transform into their animal. She already knows what three of them are. Yuki's the rat, Shigure is the dog, Kiyo's the cat. And, well, now that she knows the secret, Shigure has to go and inform Akito of this. Because Akito's the head of the house. Anyway, Yuki knows that this is most likely going to end with Toru getting her memory erased because because they can't have people knowing about the family secret, because if it gets out, God only knows what would happen. And Yuki goes and warns Toru about this, about how she could possibly have her memory erased because of this, and tells her why, because last time that the secret got out, when he was playing as a kid, too many people had seen it, and thus they had to erase the memories. Because, like, let's say it's only one person that saw it. If Akito will approve it, then they can keep the memories, just have to keep the secret. But if it's, like, more than that, then they have no choice, because they can't have too many people knowing about it. And Toru completely understands this, and just tells him that, well, actually, before she tells him this, she ends up trying to stop him from walking away and ends up bumping into him, which causes him to transform again. And she lets him know that if she has to have her memory erased, then that's fine. She just wants him to befriend her again. And when she says this, he ends up transforming back. So we know that the time varies on how long they stay transformed. And, well, Kiyo isn't too thrilled about Toru being there, to be honest. Because when they transformed back before, he got mad and hit the table, which bumped Toru on the head and caused it to bleed a little bit. And Yuki kicked his butt when they fought. He kicked his butt big time. I don't even think Kiyo got a hit in, from what I could tell. But I'm surprised that Toru's friends didn't notice the bandage on her forehead from the cut and not ask her about it. Or maybe they did and she just didn't, we didn't see it. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. But yeah, Kiyo gets his butt kicked and kicks literally out of the house, breaking the door as he goes. Because the house is made of wood and paper. Japan. Anyway, let's see what else happens after that. Essentially, Toru tells Yuki, after he transforms back and he starts getting dressed, that essentially she still wants to be friends with him, and without having to actually say it, her actions show that she is not disgusted by him being the rat or anything like that, which really gets to Yuki because Akito had told him that if they were to find out about the curse, they would be disgusted by him. They would not want anything to do with him and everything. And Toru is showing the complete opposite of that. Which I think is great because we needed a main character like that would not treat the members of the Zodiac like they're freaks. Anyway, we find out later that Shigure had tricked Kiyo into taking the school transfer exam to transfer over to Toru and Yuki's school. Yuki wasn't too happy about this because as soon as he said this and started eating his food, Yuki told him to get out. And Kiyo isn't happy about it either because he doesn't want to go to the school not only with Yuki there, but he doesn't want to go to school with all girls there. Because as we know, they transform when they're hugged by a girl, and that runs a very high risk of that happening with girls there. And this actually is shown because the next day, when Kyo's going there, he is surrounded by girls. Not completely to where he can't get out if he has to, but a bunch of the girls are paying attention to him. And he doesn't like it, because he's nervous. Anyway, he gets fed up with it, tries to leave. A girl grabs his arm, and he essentially pins her and grabs her arm while pinning her because he was probably thinking, crap, she's going to grab me and hug me and the secret's going to get out. But he probably wasn't thinking when he did that, because he tends to do that a lot in this episode where he says things without thinking about it. Like, he lets his anger get a hold of him, and when he says things, it's out of anger. And he escapes by jumping out the window and running off. Yuki finds him later and tells him, you could have handled that better, essentially, because, yeah, I can understand the way Kyo did that, why Kyo did that, but it still wasn't a good thing. And, yeah, Kyo tells him, essentially, that he will beat Yuki someday and become an official member of the Soma family, after Yuki told him that he wanted to get a foot out of the Soma family cage, essentially. Yuki wants out of the Soma family, Kyo wants in. Yuki wants out because of how all the Zodiacs are treated by Aikido. Kyo wants in because he wants to be accepted and not be an outsider like he is. If only Kyo knew what he would be getting into, to be honest. Toru pops up while he's saying this and goes over to try and stop him because she thinks he's there about to fight again. Sorry, and causes Kyo to transform yet again. Kyo's temper gets the better of him again, and he tells her to stop causing problems and go away. That really gets to her because, yeah, you could see her. You could tell it gets to her. And Kyo realizes this because he realizes he went too far on that. And Yuki knows he did this as well because Kyo says, "Are you going to kick me?" And he said, "Wouldn't it be more painful if I didn't?" And he walks away. And Kyo knows he messed up with that because Toru already thinks that he hates her, which sucks because not only she wants to be a friend with him, but he's also the cat of the Zodiac, which she loves the cat of the Zodiac. And to think the actual cat of the Zodiac hates you when you love it so much is, well, it's heartbreaking, to be honest. And on her way back from work, she assumes that a pervert is following her, but as he gets closer, we realize it's Kyo, because he was going to walk her home. And Kyo tries to apologize in his own socially awkward way that he didn't mean what he said. He's kind of awkward around people. He says all this in his own weird way, because he's not good with people, to be honest. And Shigure actually puts this better with him, saying that essentially it's like it's training. You gotta practice involving yourself with people, so you can get better at being able to interact with people, because you can't it's not going to be right off the bat you're going to be good at it or not. And if you're not, it'll get better in time, essentially, he says. And Kyo's trying, and hopefully he'll get better at it, but yeah, she knows that he's trying to apologize. And how else? Yeah, things get a little slightly heated at the dinner table, where Yuki just looks at him, and Kyo gets annoyed by it, and he snaps again at Toru, telling her that, yes, the food's horrible, and then he tries to apologize immediately afterwards for what he said. So, yeah. Yuki essentially thinks that Shigure and Akito are scheming for something, or maybe Shigure is just scheming, but because of how Toru was able to get, permission to stay at the house as long as she kept the secret. We don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was my thoughts and stuff for episode 2. I am glad you guys get to enjoy it as well, and I will see you all next time.